Here it is, guys. This is the RJG Decathlon, and it is a scale of RJ Gritter's aerobatic decathlon. I remember when I first saw this, I was sitting there going, this is a little much. But in real life, it actually looks really good. I actually really like it. For a 1.2 meter plane, they did a lot of really good stuff, and I think this is a sign of things to come for the future. So we're going to get into the quality and the scales, or not the scale, but the things that they did to make it a better flying plane and a better plane to put together. And we'll do that after the flight. But for now, let's go ahead and take this up. So I'm just going to double check all my stuff before we go because I just set up the radio. This is going to be a Maiden. All right, so I've got low rates over here. Let's check it. And that's low rate. There's medium rate and high rate. I did book rates and book expo, so what they said, and the medium position, they only did a low and a high, and the medium is just between them. So I think it was 70% for the rates, for low rate, and then medium rate I just went to 80, and then high rate's 100. So we're gonna fly this in mid rate, see what it's like. And I think we're ready to go. Let's just double check everything. So this is safe on, safe off. I'm gonna double check that by taking the plane and putting it upside down. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to safe on, and you double check. And if you see that happening, that's safe on. So if I turn safe off, now it doesn't do that. Now the other thing that you wanna check, let's go ahead and go safe on, is gyro. So I see that when I push the nose down, the elevator goes up. I look at the wing over here, and I see that whichever wing that I put up, that aileron should go up, and my rudder doesn't have a lot, but it is correct. So I think everything is good. Made in flight, so I am, just making sure that everything is good. And the next thing that I want to do on a maiden flight is I'm going to turn on the throttle, give it a little bit of a thing, turn off my throttle, cut again, and that should activate AS3X. So with safe off, I hear the servos moving.
Yep.
And so that tells me that AS3X is working too. So I think we are good. All right. CG is checked as to the book. CG marks are nice. There's a plastic spar or a piece that covers a spar, and right in the center of that is where CG is. So, okay, here we go. So throttle cut is off, rate's going to be medium, and safe is off. Generally, I don't like to do my maidens with safe on, because if there is something wrong with safe, I do want to double check that. So I got full throttle, or full up elevator right now.
Grass is a little high.
A little bit high. And the wind, take a look at the windsock. It is blowing quite a bit right now.
Oh yeah, windsock is definitely blowing.
So let's walk over here and we're going to take off and land the right direction for the wind. All right. It's got a lot of power.
Yeah, it's a good looking plane too from here.
Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to make sure everything is good.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Takes off in nothing. That was about half throttle.
Oh, you're going into the wind too, but yeah.
I'd say a little bit of up. Ailerons look pretty good. Yeah, I always double check the surfaces on a maiden or before a maiden. And E-Flite as a whole, generally, they're pre-adjusted for you really nicely. And that's what this one looks like too. So I think I went a little bit too much. Now I've got, so like elevator, you have to adjust, of course, to, depending on, but the ailerons were nicely adjusted. This thing is a scooter. Oh man, this is good.
Feels good?
Yeah, it feels really good. Okay, I got some up on throttle, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more down. I'm a little bit high right now just because I want to double check everything. I feel pretty comfortable with the plane, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in high rates. I think this is good. All right, let's do a slow pass.
Looking good.
Very nice. Yeah, it looks like you want to give it, especially with this wind, I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of rudder as I turn, which you want to do on planes like this anyways. All right, I'll see if I can make that turn a little bit nicer now with a little bit of rudder. Look at that, much better. I'm just giving it just a hair of rudder. So for me, I would say I would take the Expo and I'd crank up the Expo just a bit. I think the book said on high rate's only 10. For Expo, I would put it to my usual 30, but that's just because that's what I'm used to. So yeah, this is awesome flying plane. Look at your vertical, not a problem. All right, let's do a lap inverted, and we'll double check to see if CG is good too at the same time. And invert. Like nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm just feeding it a hair of down, just a hair down. Look at that.
And in this wind.
Look at that. Very good. I'm down at half throttle right now, bringing the throttle up on a turn. I'll go ahead and come a little bit lower. But yeah, not a problem at all for this plane. This plane is phenomenal. Look at that. I'll turn it around. All right, let's take it on the up line and do a little bit of a snap roll. Look at that power. Oh,
Snap's good too.
This is a performer. I don't think you got this kind of power in a real one. Not a problem, man. Let's do a horizontal snap roll. I'll do it on a downwind. Here we go. Oh, this thing is a performer. Let's do a roll. I don't think I actually did a roll yet. So I'm going to come back. I like to do it on a downwind. There it is. Super axial. Damn axial. Yeah. Okay. This thing is really good. This is really, really good. Let's go up. Bring it over, bring it back down. This is a really good plane, dude. Really good.
Yeah, they've been making a lot of good stuff lately, dude. Wow, look at that.
Oh my God.
In the wind.
Hover is super easy.
And it's windy up there.
Yeah. I'm
Pretty
not really
amazing.
good at it, but let's just go ahead and try.
That was pretty
Knife edge.
amazing. What it was.
Look at knife edge. Oh my God, dude. Dude, this is a keeper.
They keep surprising us.
This is a freaking good plane. I didn't mention it in the beginning, but this plane was given to us by Smith Brothers Hobbies in Northridge, California, and this thing is awesome. So guys, they have it in stock. If you guys want one of these over at Smith Brothers, they're a fantastic shop. The guys there know what they're doing, and they're really open to helping you out. Like I've seen Dave over there at Smith Brothers, like building planes for people that are new and they don't really know how to do it, giving them advice. That's the main reason to go to a hobby shop, in my opinion, versus online, is the help and the support. Spectrum is very, very good. I don't care about this timer. I'm going to keep flying this plane. Spectrum is very, very good with their support, but having a local hobby shop that can help you out. If something is bad, you can return it there. They'll give you another one right away if they have it. I mean, it's just really nice. So support your local hobby shop. If you guys are in town, definitely check out Smith Brothers. They're a fantastic shop. And get this frickin' plane. For what it is, for a high wing, plane like this thing is phenomenal. Holy crap. No flaps, but I don't think you need it.
I don't either.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is just really, really freaking good, dude.
Like you said, it looks a lot better in person.
It looks really good in person in comparison to what I thought. Like, you know, you look at it in a picture, but in real life, it's not as bad. And not only that, but you're going to end up doing like aerobatic maneuvers. And this is a show plane. This is a scale, what do you call it, design. So, you know, like, yeah, this thing is really freaking good. Holy crap.
It's amazing that it's capable of
Look
all
at
this
that.
stuff.
Let's go. I'm going to go on a downwind. I'm going to give it a, I'm going to roll it inverted. Let's see here. I'm going a little bit up because this is a new plane for me. Go inverted. And there you go.
How much power was that?
That was, I had to go to full. I was at
Okay.
about maybe half when I started it, but that was kind of stupid. You do want to give it full.
Bring it in close and slow. Let's take a look at it.
It is awesome. I got throttle down right now with just the wind holding it up. Let's see about flat turns. All right, over here, let's flat turn it.
It's too windy for it.
It's a little bit too windy, but that's okay. You can still do it. Look at that. There's your flat turn.
Huh.
Yeah, just a little bit windy, so it doesn't look that pretty, but this thing,
It's capable.
absolutely capable.
Get that.
Holy crap, this thing is good. This is very good. For this size of a plane, it's amazing. It really is. Wind's blowing right now. I'm going to go ahead and try landing. So I'm going to go do a lap. I just want to sort of see what this thing does. God, you can slow this thing down. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. All right. Wind's really howling now.
Mm-hmm.
Check out that windsock.
Yep.
All right, here we go. I'm on my downwind. I'm turning on my final, and here we go. I got just a bit of throttle. Just sort of holding it up. Coming down, coming down, coming down.
Very nice.
Fantastic.
Beautiful. Nice
Love
landing.
this thing. And the wind, oh, there, oh, no, 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 I don't want to go over.
Yeah.
Really good plane, dude. Really, really good. Holy crap.
Yeah, it surprised me. That's
All
for
right.
sure.
I'm going to go, we're going to put this thing on a bench, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the features that they did, because seriously, high quality plane. Like, you know, like we saw the flight. The flight was, in my opinion, excellent. But you got to take a look at some of the stuff that this thing has. And for a smaller plane, it's a 1.2 meter wingspan. They added a bunch of stuff that I think they need to do under bigger frickin' planes. You know, like really.
You got to start somewhere.
All right, we just did our maiden flight on this thing. It's a beast. It's so good. I mean, I am actually shocked at how good it is. But let's go over a couple of things that they did on this 1.2 meter plane that they need to do under bigger planes, which I assume later on is going to change. But man, E-Flite, you guys are doing things right. I have to say, you guys are doing things right. So they have these plastic tabs at the side, and when you can use those to take off the canopy, which is really nice. Whoa, you can tell we got a lot of wind right now, guys. So inside, there's this little piece of red, okay? And you'll see that when you put this together, and it's got a little tab in the back, and you can pull it out. And this little piece, after you take the wing off, you put it on, and the struts go into it. How freaking awesome is that?
It secures the struts down.
Yes,
Oh,
so they
wow.
don't flop around when you're transporting your plane. Now, on a 1.2 meter plane, on something like this, you probably aren't gonna, take it apart, but if you do need to take it apart, oh my God, it's really nice. So again, they're gonna probably do this, or this kind of design, they're gonna probably do this under bigger planes, and that's probably what this is. So let's take a look at the struts over here. So the struts are held on. All you gotta do is squeeze these, and it pops off. Awesome. And then you can slide them down. Now let's take a look at the other one over here. So this piece over here, now the first time I took this off and on, it was pretty damn difficult. So I think it's a piece of plastic, and over time it's going to start, getting a little bit looser. but it's got a little tab over here, so no screws. You just got to press that tab, and it pops off. How cool is that?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So I'm going to do the other side now. I'm going to take off the, now again, on a 1.2 meter plane, chances are you're just going to go ahead and leave it all together when you transport it. But if you do have to take it apart, this thing is awesome. Done. That one's off too. Let's go ahead and take off the 2 screws at the top.
That's definitely a game changer.
Oh my God, it's so good. So I took off the 2 screws at the top, thumb screws, no tools needed, and your ailerons are connected to your wings. You got a connector on there, so as soon as you put it down, I mean, awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look. I haven't actually tried this yet, but you put these together like this. Let's get the other one in there. And I think the idea is you put this down and it holds, and then now you got a place for your boom. How cool is that?
Cool.
How freaking cool is that? Like, they thought of everything in this plane. And I just have to say, I love that. I absolutely love that. Everything in this plane is designed very, very, very nicely. For the amount of money that you're paying for this plane and the quality that you're getting, dear God, like, you can't get this on bigger planes. So if you see my video on my 2.1 meter Cub, and you see how much, I think it was like 16 things that you got to connect and disconnect to take the struts off and to do all that stuff. Here, no tools, no bolts that are loose. The only thing that you have is that little red piece that holds your struts on, but that's got a nice little tidy thing in here to put it in.
Right into the fuselage.
My
yep.
God, this thing is good. So I was a little bit, like on this plane because of the color scheme. Because I'm more like the basic stuff, like the basic looking stuff. But number one, you fly it, it is awesome. Number two, it's not, when in real life, it actually is very impressive looking. It actually looks really, really nice. So I have to say, this is a keeper. This is a really, really good plane. I'd love to get another flight on this later on and see, with no wind, to see what it's really like. But just by flying it, you can tell that you have like really good power, amazing power. It's got super stable inverted, and it really, really flies well. So anyone that's looking for a sport aerobatic plane, this thing, you got a small plane that flies great. So I have to say that like E-Flite's been doing a damn kick-ass job recently, especially with making convenience items like this so much better. So I think this one is going to do very well, and I'd like to see, like in the future with no wind, what this thing flies like, because right now with the wind, it penetrated really nicely. I felt like I was in full control. Fantastic.
Imagine how much better it'll be without the wind.
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to see what this thing's like without the wind, because right now it just flew freaking awesome. Yeah. Anyone that's looking at this, I'd say give it a shot. This thing is excellent. So again, thank you very much to Smith Brothers Hobbies for providing us with a plane to review for you guys. Go ahead and check them out if you're local. They're in Northridge, California. And that's it. So take care, guys.
Take care.